Life does not. Oh my God.
Okay, this is another story. To catch up, watch my other stories on my page so you can, like, catch up. So this is a story about the time that someone did voodoo on my mom, and this was recent. This is like 2016. So basically what happened was, mind you guys, I told you in the last story that my mom ended up going to Haiti in 2013 to bury her father. That's where it started. When my mom went to Haiti, a family friend who was also in the vehicle that came to pick up my mom from the airport in the capital, ever since then, him and my mom, they became like friends. So when my mom ended up coming back from Haiti around that time, she ended up telling me and my younger brother that she was going to go to Haiti for 2 weeks to just have a vacation, which I thought was very odd because, mind you, me and my mother, of course, we were born in Haiti. We came to the United States in 99. And since that time, my mom has not been back. I've been back, but not her. So I thought that it was very weird that she was like, oh, I'm going to go to Haiti for 2 weeks. So at that time, me and my brother, we ended up staying at my uncle's house in Green Acres for 2 weeks. Automatically, when my mom came back from Haiti, I felt like something was weird about her. Like the vibe was just very off and I couldn't put my finger on it. So fast forward to just that one day, I was standing in the living room and I was looking outside the window because like in the living room area, there's a window. And my mom came out of her room, went into the kitchen, and she's just rubbing her forehead. And she was just like, she looked stressed. So I see her at the time. This is like before like WhatsApp was like a real thing. I think they still had the little calling cards. So she went and she called the guy. And I don't care to give his name, but I'm going to give his name. His name is Franzi. And I'm going to try to see if I can attach like his Facebook page so y'all can see who did that to my mom. His name was Franzi. And she ended up calling him and she said to him, are you doing this to me? And I don't know what he said straight up because the phone was not on speaker. So I guess in the midst of him talking to my mom, he told my mom, get some water, mix some salt, and take a spoon. So basically water and salt. She took a spoonful of that and then immediately her headache was gone. Then that same night, my mom just was being funny and everything like that. Just had a very weird vibe about her that I did not like because I know my mom. And it was just very strange. So one day my grandma decided to take my mom to this church. And the church is called L'Église de Jésus-Christ with Pasteur Noé. I got to give these names because I appreciate these people. So my mom ended up going to the church and the pastor had her come up to the front. You know how Haitian churches are. They always have someone who's in distress. They always have them come up to the front, put a little oil on them, and they pray for them, and everyone is singing and everything like that. Guys, I promise on everything I love, the minute my mom went up to the front of the church and she got on her knees and the pastor put that oil on her forehead, my mom passed out. And she was wearing a dress. So my grandma had to go pull the dress down. But my mom passed out and the pastor said, "Quitela," meaning leave her on the floor. So from there, my mom stayed on the floor and everything like that. So and then finally she was able to get back up. But she just looked very like, dizzy. So when church was over, we came back home for like, I want to say like a good 2 days. Everything was all right. So after those few days and everything like that, I woke up in the middle of the night. I swear on everything I love. I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom. My restroom is like literally right across my room. And if I look to the left, straight down is my mom's room. That night, I'm getting goosebumps. That night, I remember getting up, and I wear glasses, as you can see. And I looked to the left, and I just saw like a little, I'm getting goosebumps. I looked to the left, and I saw this shadowy thing just like past the door of my mom's room. But not leaving, but going in. And mind you, in the living room area, there's a window. So sometimes like these lights right here, there's a light that's like very close to that window. So I thought that it was a car passing by because the blinds were like turned a little bit. So I didn't think of anything of it. And plus I didn't have glasses. So I hallucinate at night sometimes when I wake up to go use the restroom. I think I see shit. The next day, I got goosebumps. I don't feel like I should be talking about this. The next day, I go to school and come back home, and my mom was just very weird in the house. It was so bad that I had to call my grandma, and my grandma came over. So my grandma said, you know what, I'm gonna call the pastor. The pastor came in by himself with his Bible. Me and my brother, we sat on the couch. My mom was my pastor told my mom to get on her knees. The second the pastor touched my mom with the oil, my mom passed out again. But when she passed out, she opened her eyes and she started speaking. But it was not her voice. It was more like a very like scratchy type of voice. And the pastor said, "Who sent you?" And the thing was like, oh, how can I say this in Creole? In English, I mean. He was like, "Oh, I'm not leaving. They sent me here to come get money. I'm not gonna go anywhere until I get what I came here for." Da 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 da. And then the pastor was just like, "Who sent you?" And then it was just like, "Oh, I don't have to tell you who sent me," and da 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 da. And then the thing said, "I came here last night." And then instantly I thought, shit, that's what I seen past the door. Like, if it said that I came last night, when I got up, I know what I saw, yo. And when it said that, I instantly was like, I told the pastor, I saw this shadowy, whatever the hell it was, go into the room, but I thought that it was the headlights of a car from outside passing by, because that's the entrance. And I'm like right in there, this area, this building. And the pastor stood over and had my mom in between his legs, and he was standing over her, and he was just praying on her. There was at some point my mom got up and tried to run out of the house, but luckily he grabbed her. It was so bad, guys, that he had to call 3 people from the church to come help. It was 2 women and a man. I don't really know the other lady's name, but she's more like the lady in the church who has the dreams, and she'll come to the church and tell the people what she saw. And the other one, I gotta give fake names so I don't put these people out there. One was Frère Johnson and Se Monica. And the other lady, we're gonna call her Se Gisette, because I don't want to give their names. And like, they came and they had to hold my mom down while she was fighting with that thing, and my grandma was there. My grandma sat on the other side of the couch just watching, and it was very sad to see. We found out that that same guy named Frenzy that my mom went to go spend 2 weeks with in Haiti, he sent that thing on my mom. So the day that my mom took that water and that salt, she fed whatever the hell he had sent on her, and it gave access to her body, which is why when she went to the church and passed out, it got out of her body and came back a few days later when I seen it come through that night. And long story short, they took my mom into the bathroom and put her in the tub, but they took one of the chairs from the living room and put it in the tub. They had my mom sitting in, and when I told you they poured bottles and bottles, if you're Haitian, you know divin is wine, that grape wine that they give you at church. Y'all see what my eyes look like? That grape wine, they poured it all over my mom. I tell you, she passed out so many times, and there was at some point she came back to herself, and she started walking around the house, but they were make sure they were following her closely, because you know you could get tricked with shit like that. And at some point she sat down, and my mom was wearing this gold necklace. I'm going to insert pictures. This video is a bit too long, but I'm going to give you guys a part 2. Hopefully, if I have the courage enough to give you guys the part 2, because I'm getting goosebumps and I feel weird. But yeah, I'm going to give you all part 2. Just comment if you want a part 2. But I'm going to leave this story off right here. Thanks, guys. All right, part 2. So after everything said and done, and you know, the people did what they did for my mom, they brought my mom back to the living room, and obviously the woman walked into my mom's room. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, what's happening? So my mom walked into what the hell just happened? Okay, so the lady walked into my mom's room and, she was just getting a fill out of the room. So then for some reason, she just didn't have a good vibe. So I remember my mom had a black suitcase, a small black suitcase that was inside of the closet. And that black suitcase had the guy's dress shirt in there. It was a pink dress shirt, like a pink peach kind of dress shirt. And they asked my mom where she got it from. My mom said the man in Haiti gave it to her for her to wear on the airplane because the airplane get cold. So they told my mom that this has to go in the trash along with the suitcase. So later on that night, after everything, my mom had me take the suitcase and the dress shirt to the dumpster. So all the way down here, there's a big ass compactor, but it cannot fit everything inside of it if you know what a compactor is. So I had to take the suitcase and put it on the side so it can get thrown out. Something told me to just turn around real quick, and it just got really dark. Like the way that you see outside look, like I said, there's light, but for some reason back there, it just got really dark when I left that damn suitcase there. So then after that same night, my mom went to bed, woke up the next morning. She was okay. She seemed all right, but she told us that something came into her room and hit her over the head with something. So I looked at her. She didn't have any type of physical, bruising or anything like that. But she said something came into her room and hit her over the head. So everything started to get a little crazy. Whatever it was couldn't get back and do what it did. But I do remember that my mom said that we're going to be attacked because whatever it was that they ended up casting away, they cast it away, but not permanently. So it's going to come back. And at some point it did. So my mom ended up getting baptized before me and my brother did. And throughout that time when we did not, I got baptized back in Haiti, but a second a baptism. So whatever. So my brother went to bed one night, and for some reason he told me the next morning that he was trying to wake me up because something was like putting pressure on him, like he couldn't breathe and he couldn't speak. But I did not know that. And then he told me one night he came into my room and he just saw something hovering above my bed when I was asleep. But then at some point when he tried to wake me up, it went away. And then my grandma, oh man, my grandma was going through a lot too, because that man was also doing voodoo to my grandma, because I guess he felt like my grandma was cutting the contact off with him and my mom. But my mom was the one that decided to like not keep in contact with him, because it was him that was doing everything. Because that thing that took over my mom's body said, they sent me here to make sure that they get money. They want money. They are not going to stop until they get money. So the pastor and those 3 other people that came to the house, they did what they had to do to send that thing off. And I remember like my grandma was me and my brother ended up getting baptized. And oh yeah, for another thing, my mom's phone, when my mom was in Haiti, he took my mom's phone for like 2 days, she said. And he put something in her phone which caused him to like hear the phone calls that my mom had. So that's how he was able to like, keep up with everything. I don't know how he did it, but she said that he did take her phone from her for like 2 weeks. Also, and he took one of her panties. In Haiti, everybody know you never let nobody take your panties in Haiti, because they can go to Kaigaga and do shit with your panties. So 2 mistakes that she made, but I think the panty situation she didn't really know. So my brother ended up taking my mom's phone to a lake that's like somewhere around 45th Street. If you know, you know. And my brother said with his own mouth, because him and my grandma went, me and my mom, we did not go. He came back and told me and my mother what happened, including my grandma. She told us too. My brother took the phone, threw it. The phone came back and fell next to the tire of my grandma's car. And it basically, my grandma was shitting bricks. So my brother took the battery out of the phone, stepped on it, and then threw it back into the water. So now my mom is like, listen, to protect you guys from this, I need both of you to get baptized. So I will never forget, I had red braids in my hair at that time. We went to that same lake where the phone was thrown in. Me and my brother both got baptized that day. So now were just waiting on my grandma, because my grandma said one night when she was sleeping, she had a dream that she was stuck in like a hole, like a grave. And who ended up being in the grave with her? That same man who did voodoo on my mom. And he basically attacked her in her dreams. And when my grandma woke up, she had little bruisings all right here and stuff like that. So that's how we knew, like, listen, my grandma needs to get baptized. But my grandma was like, oh, I need to ask my husband. God rest his soul. He's deceased. He's died a year ago. And I guess my mom had to let my grandma know, like, when you die, there's no husband. It's like, it's now or never. Like, you're going to keep getting hurt by this person. So my grandma ended up getting baptized finally. So now the only issue that we had, I'm seeing something and I can see it. I'm not dumb. But so now it came down to the house situation. Everybody from the church came to our house. Guys, when I tell y'all everyone from the church came to our house and walked into every single room, and they took the grape wine, rubbed it on the wall along with some oil. And that night my mom said that whatever was in the house, it all came out of the house after the house ended up getting, blessed and everything, because whatever that man sent, it just stayed attached to the fucking house. Because my mom felt her weirdest when she was in the house. Outside of the house, she was able to function. But in the house, it was weird. And I used to feel bad leaving her at home alone because I knew shit was happening. But I'm actually going to... Let me put his picture up and his Facebook. That's him. That's him. Hold on. That's his Facebook. Let me show you. That's him. That's the man. When I tell y'all I was so upset that I wrote this man on Facebook, Zikaka Jusa, guys. Jusa Mzikaka, what? Because I don't play about my mom, bro. I don't. Look at my mother. Look at me and my mother. I was 4 years old. This was my 4th birthday. And my mom was pregnant. This was like before everything. Look at my mom. And because of money and greed, and because, you wanted to get money from her and everything like that, you decided to do what you did and make my mom really sick, to the point where my mom was almost skin and bones at some point. My mom could have died that day, literally. And when my mom got baptized and he realized he couldn't get to my mom, look at me. And when he realized he couldn't get to my mom anymore, he started attacking me and my brother. And my mom only have us two, me and my brother. That's it. I have other siblings on my father's side, but on my mother's side, my mom didn't play about me nor my brother, especially me, because my mom went through a lot with me in Haiti. Like, you know how many times people in Haiti tried to take my life from my mom? And then for my mom to be here and meet somebody in Haiti while she was going through a loss, you decided to do voodoo on her because she was not sending you money. Guys, I tell you, we went through so much in that house. We were seeing demons. We were getting phone calls from Haiti. I automatically knew, don't pick up the phone because you never know. My grandma was getting bruises on her body. My mom used to wear jewelry. The only jewelry my mama ever used to wear was a necklace and earrings. My mom don't even wear that necklace anymore. I can't tell you what happened to that necklace because I don't know what happened to it. And the earrings, she don't wear her earrings anymore either. The necklace got put in a crystal bowl the same day she got possessed. It got put in a crystal bowl, and it had wine and oil poured over it. And it got disposed. My grandma doesn't wear her necklace anymore because the necklace had something on it also. Now we don't experience anything going on in that house. That man, no one has spoken to him since 2016. Mind you, my mother's father died like 2013. So it's been a very long time. I also have another story for you guys when they try to do voodoo on me. Well, they did voodoo on me, and then they did voodoo on my ex. That's why me and him broke up. Guys, Haïtien, ça seulement m'ka di Haïtien méchant. Tout Haïtien est méchant yo. They ain't shit, okay? They ain't shit.